Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Discussing Comics. I'm Clarence.
I'm Kyle.
And today we're going to talk about a movie that we should have watched like six months ago.
So the question of the day is, why did we not watch it 6 months ago?
I wasn't excited about it.
I wasn't either, but I laughed throughout the entire movie.
Really?
Yes.
I did not.
You did? Okay,
it had a lot of funny points.
Okay.
I know you probably loved it because it had a wrestler in there. You love Drax. It's kind of...
Oh, yeah, Batista, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did not like Batista as a wrestler.
Okay.
I love Batista as Drax.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you not like him in the first Guardians?
I liked him in the first Guardians, but I'm just saying I just like him as Drax. I know, his character on WWE is not him. I get that. Mm-hmm. But I never really liked his Batista character on the WWE. But I like him as Drax. Totally like him.
Okay, many questions.
Okay.
In the movie, we get into this whole backstory of how Star-Lord is special.
Right.
Is that canon?
No.
Oh.
Totally wrong. Totally wrong.
It felt out of place.
His father is from the stars. His father is an alien, but he is not Ego.
Really? So is Ego a totally different character?
Ego is a totally different character.
Cosmic, or what did he call it? Not a god. He had some other...
Well, they said he is a celestial.
Celestial, yeah.
But he's not a celestial. So the Celestials, remember in Thor Ragnarok, there were those... like stormtrooper kind of things that I said look like miniature versions of the Celestials. Okay, those are the Celestials.
Okay.
The Ego, remember when they actually showed the outside of the planet?
Yes.
That's what Ego looks like. He's just a planet with a face that really kind of looked like that. Not that I'm taking human form and populating my seed throughout the universe.
I mean... I did kind of like how they actually explained it off, even though it's not canon. But what do you think of the movie overall?
So,
is it more the same? Or
well, let's say this. We were talking about Star-Lord and Ego. So let me comment on that real quick. I do like the fact that they were truthful in the sense of Star-Lord having a father from the stars.
Okay, yeah.
But his father is actually a king of another race of aliens. I can't remember the name. And his title of Star-Lord comes from that. There is a certain gun that he is able to wield that his father left him that only people with his DNA can make work because of who he is. So he has powers, but he's nothing like...
He's a little Dragon Ball Z in that episode.
Yeah, nothing of a world destroyer.
It reminded me of Superman, really, at the end when they were fighting. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. And now, one of my favorite fight scenes was at the end when he was fighting Ego, and Ego creates this big, huge version of himself. Yeah. And then you see him coming as Pac-Man.
That was cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I like Pac-Man. I would play Pac-Man.
So, do we think they actually... Because I feel they haven't done this enough even in both movies. They haven't really played up the fact that Gamera and Nebula... Is it Nebula? Is Thanos' children? Right. They mention it, but the fact that we have a Thanos-focused movie coming this summer... They really don't really... They may have did it more in the first movie, but in this movie, they really didn't go into it, much.
No, this was more, I think, less on introducing why they hated each other to more of coming to peace with each other. Yeah. And I have to give credit to the person playing Nebula. I often forgot who she was.
You didn't forget.
No, seriously, I would. Well, no, I.
And she would be.
She would be Amelia Pond from, or Karen Gillan from Doctor Who.
He didn't forget, guys. He didn't forget.
Well, no, I didn't forget. But what I would do is I would sit there and watch her and be like, okay, I don't feel Amy here. Where is Amy?
Yeah, she does a good job.
She does do a good job.
Yeah. So other takeaways. Did you like Rocket in this movie?
He was less
Bradley
irritating.
Cooper.
Yes, he was less irritating, and I actually liked this version of Yondu.
Yondu was pretty awesome in this.
Yeah,
and surprisingly was he was a great. If you think in the long run, okay, they were criminals, they went and stole stuff, but he was a kind of a father figure at the end of it.
Yeah, and I liked how they had Sylvester Stallone in there.
Yeah,
which I
cool.
didn't know was going to be in
Michelle Yeoh.
there. Yep, all of them in there.
And they are the
original Guardian. You knew that.
I researched it.
Okay, I'm proud of you. Yes, they were the original.
So it was the third. Who was the third?
So some of them I didn't recognize, but you had Starhawk. You had who I think was Charlie 27. You had Martin X, the guy that was metallic or crystal looking.
Seemed like it was another actor that I'm not thinking. Oh, one of them was actually. What's the guy in Pulp Fiction? The black dude?
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, the other black guy.
He was in Pulp Fiction.
The other black guy. We know his Marvel character is already. The other black guy. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Or I would say it.
He's in the Mission Impossible too.
I didn't see Mission Impossible.
What's the guy's name? He's gonna kill me. Hold on.
And this better stay in.
It can stay in. We met because of this. Me Googling out, but Vin Rames.
Okay. All right.
You know, super tall black dude.
I know who Vin Rames is.
Now you know what I'm
But
talking.
I've never seen Mission Impossible 2.
The other black guy.
Okay, so what about Anthony Mackie?
I'm just messing with you, man.
That makes 3.
I'm just messing.
Okay, and if you take in
Anthony Mackie, isn't it?
Yeah, but he was in Marvel movies.
I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay. All right.
But they weren't in Pulp. Okay, my bad. A bad question.
Okay.
Bad question.
Okay. So, what about Mantis?
I kind of wish we got more explanation of her character. We just know she used to be a bug or something like that. They didn't really go into it. I like the whole fact of her and John Batista's character like playing off each other. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, theirs was some of the funniest scenes, and you kind of felt like, okay, he was liking her, but didn't want to say that.
Which I still don't really know if he liked her or not. Yeah.
Well, and then she said that I don't like you.
Yeah, she did.
Like
she
that.
did.
So just out of curiosity, you want to know what she married in the Marvel universe?
Oh, so she is a real character.
She is a real character.
Okay.
So in the comics, what does she marry?
You said what? So
so like for instance, she marries an alien being. So considering the fact that they could, go this way. She married a tree, but it wasn't a Groot.
It was another group?
No, it was another type of alien.
Okay, that's cool.
That she was the celestial Madonna.
Bugs, trees, it kind of goes together.
So, there you go. So my favorite character, I am Groot. I am Groot.
Oh man, they played on the dancing at the end of the first movie. The whole first 5-minute title sequence.
I am Groot.
Was please no more Groot. The first whole 5-minute title sequence was Groot running around dancing while they were actually fighting.
I am Groot.
Vin Rames actually got credit in the show.
I am Groot.
Oh God.
I am Groot.
Make him stop. This is worse than a recorder.
I am Groot. I have a recorder. I am Groot.
And how can Rocket Raccoon actually know what he's saying? It makes no sense.
Well, how do they all know what he's saying?
Only Rocket knows what he's saying.
No. Because how
he translates to John.
No. You go back and you watch it again, and they're all talking to him. They all, for some reason, understand him.
Yeah, it kind of makes no sense.
And even in the comics, all he says is, "I am Groot."
But you know what? His special effects was good, but the special effects of how they were going through the different worlds, 700 jumps. Yes. This movie gets me excited of what they can do on the Infinity War movie.
Me too.
Because they made space look It's not one moment I thought, oh, this space looks fake.
No.
It looked very believable. The CG was off the charts. Just beautiful, beautiful
The
movie.
thing with me for this movie was, I don't know why we didn't go see it when it was out. I mean, I sat there for 2 hours, however long it was, and I didn't get bored. I didn't pick up an iPad. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
it was just
a long movie.
Fun, but it didn't feel fun. I mean, feel long.
No.
It just felt like a good movie.
Yeah, and then getting back to Yondu, I loved him in this movie, man.
See, I hated him in the first, but I did like him in this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did this kind of same thing they did with Nebula. They flipped him around and made him a good character, which is also always good to. Even from the beginning, we learned he was not really, even though he was a crook, he wasn't really a bad.
Yeah.
He had some good in his heart because he had several chances to, capture or destroy the Guardians. And, they made that a big point of the movie that he didn't.
True.
So, I mean, maybe it was just his love for Star-Lord, but, I mean, I thought they played well.
Yeah, I like the whole angle of you kept him there as protection, not as a tool.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
So, what would you rate it if you had to give it a rating?
I have to say I give Thor Ragnarok the slight edge.
Okay.
If we want to talk about recent Marvel movies.
Okay.
But it's definitely up there. I mean, I give Thor Ragnarok pretty much a 4.6 or 7. I'll probably give this one like a 4.3, 4.2, somewhere in there. Loved it. It's a great movie.
I will agree with everything you said. If you had to compare it with another one we just saw, Justice League.
It's just a totally different movie.
Yeah, it is. And even as I said that, I was thinking.
And I mean, I think our friends over at Dice Junkies mentioned this. The next Justice League we get where they don't have to try to build character, backstory. They can just go and say, sort of like we're going to see in the Infinity War movie, and we saw in this movie, just going to be balls to the wall. We know who everybody is.
Here we go.
We're just going to have an adventure.
Exactly.
So I'm hoping the next Justice League will kind of be like that.
Agreed.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so I think that's about it.
All right, guys, hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you later.
All right, see you.